As the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday Night Primetime between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And Thursday Night Primetime is underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 65, 18, Rattler, 8, Cup 19, Warriors 70.
Straight to the air is Richardson. And his first stop of the game winds up incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
70.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready? Panther 60. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down Colts. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down now, ball at the 33.
79 Broncos. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 19 tight.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
10 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 25-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Throwing again, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Cup 19. Cup.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Throws caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. A very quick start here on Thursday Night Primetime. These guys not fazed at all by this spotlight. In fact, Brock, dare I say they might be playing even better on this bigger stage.
Well, that was very, very well executed. And what you find, Kate, in these short weeks, the plans are simpler. You don't have as much time to put as much volume into your play sheet. So it's just that team that executes the little things better often ends up on top.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing. Cam Little, the kickoff.
set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Winning in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
70 Timberwolves.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook. Wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
We can see the goal line. Showtime. It's good.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Flag. Next. Ready.
Gibbs now from the gun. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Step. Ready. Panther 80.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10.
65.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. This one intended for the running back. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. He made no Power Ranger.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
4th down. They're going to throw for it. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
68, Buffalo 18. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Cup 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions, and now push them to 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Ready, ready. Panther 18, 5 in. Ready.
Now Richardson on 4th down. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
19
It's a gain of 20.
Dragon 6,
First
7
down,
Buffalo 18.
Richardson to throw again. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's a gain of 8.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short.
Mustang, 79 Broncos.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Caught, nice game left side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 35-yard line.
Cup 19.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Looking quickly here. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
First down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
Ready, Warriors 70, 70 Lions, 60 Bucks, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Rangers, trap 60, 19 tight, Panther 11, 18, 5 in, ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Throw intended for Tyler Warren. So it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
You're not. 60 Eagles, 60 Dragons, 70 Timberwolves.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Snared by the running back here, it's DJ Giddens. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offensive line fast.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pull that in front further, 13-10. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
So the Colts and Richardson going to go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70.
They've got a man in motion.
Hey, Smash. Dragon 60. Come night. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Richardson's going to throw. And he's got it. Great call there on the 2-point attempt, and that puts him up 15-zip. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Watch the whip. Shit.
Hurt.
They'll throw to start the drive. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
70 Lions. Check.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Back now, pressure coming. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the middle, they go for 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Start. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
I got him. He's mine.
Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go. Ready?
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Get it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Working now from the gun. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, and defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jensen. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
60.
To throw, Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
60.
Richardson on 3rd. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. 6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
19 Lions. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Throw is caught by the back. Defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? Cougar 19. 65.
He'll look to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. Has some space inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. The Colts pick it up. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Push for the end zone. Indianapolis will return it for a touchdown. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
Hey, smash. Check, smash.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Okay, out wise. The defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Ready? Press roll 80. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
And they're going for this. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Panther 11. Panther 11. They're not. 70 up. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19 Lions.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Caught by the tight end, running the corner. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Colts.
60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
7, 18, 18, 69, Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. It's caught at the 4. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On the move, headed right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On a design run. Here's Richardson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His third total score of this game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10.
Let's go now. 70 range. Cougar 19.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on first down. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go. Panther 60.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's out near midfield and still going. Near the sideline at the 30, still going. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
I'm kind of having flashbacks up here, Kate, to the original Arena League. Why? Because it showed just how tough it could be to catch a receiver when he gets a running start. That touch pass, it gave him that opportunity. He forced those defenders into a losing game of catch-up.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. The Lions drop the lead back to 13.
Lions 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, strike.
Back to Genty. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Working quickly here.
Down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Colts.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard.
Play action with Richardson. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Colts first down.
Hey, smash Bronco!
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Giving this to Genty. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
This is Genty on 2nd.
At the Lions' 40-yard line.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to 19. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Colts. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 21 yards.
Unlock line!
First
Unlock
down,
line!
Indianapolis.
Going to the ground again on first. They give him 4 yards before he stops Gronk. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Give here to Genty. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for the Colts.
Here's Genty.
First down.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
Down Colts.
Here comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
The Colts will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it.
Conversion.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey. 70 Timberwolves, 60 Vikings, 65 Riggs.
A give left side for Gibbs. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion. They come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 by.
Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
Come on. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Pass play coming here. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13.
19, Tiger, 19, Cougar, 19. Ready?
Setting up to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game.
Lions 21. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
19, 18. Ready?
And off to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Get it. Ready?
Genty on the give. He's headed right. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
70 Timberwolves.
On 1st down, Genty. He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Go.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Here we go, set. Hop, 70, hop.
3rd and 1. Here's Richardson. Rolling out to his left. That one nabbed by Warren. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 yards.
Give left side to Jency. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first starts this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. First down run, nabs in 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on, check.
Coming left is Jency. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be first down Colts.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Colts feeling good with a 14-point advantage.
Hey, check that, check.
Now it's Jency. He got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, ready.
Here's Jency running right. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Jency. And it is a